Here there are 7 springs, but nobody knows where from the water comes. It is the place where Christ ate fish with his disciples after his resurrection. So it is called Mensa Christi. It is very near to the Sea of Galilee. Now you can see the Mensa Christi means the table of Christ. Now you are seeing the olive trees. This is the place where Christ took his baptism from John the Baptist. So he is a Romanian priest who brought many people to the Jordan River. Now you are seeing the lamps, the 7 candle lamps in different designs. This is the Sea of Galilee where Christ walked on the water. Even Peter wants to walk on the water, but he failed to walk because of his unfaithfulness. Now you are seeing the house of Peter in Capernaum. So they have built the church upon the house of Peter. This is the place where the auntie of Peter lived. These are the places many ruined things are kept. This is the statue of Peter. Now you are seeing a big clay jar. Now from this place, Capernaum, we went to the Mount of Transfiguration, the Mount of Tabor, where Christ transfigured with his disciples. Dear brothers, when we come down from the Mount of Tabor, we saw the valley of Gizon, where Sisera's 900 chariots stuck in the mud when he came to fight against the children of God, Israelites. After coming from this Tabor, we went to Cana, where Christ did his first miracle in his spiritual life. Now you are seeing the stone jar in which they filled the water, and the water was made into wine. There were 6 jars, but during the Crusades they all broken, and only one is remaining here, and one more is in the British Museum. Now we are coming to the place of the marriage which took place in Cana. This is the house where the marriage took place. Now you are seeing Mary's well at Nazareth. It is nearly 1 kilometer from the house of Mary. Every day she used to come and take water from this well only. This is house of Joseph and Mary. So the old house and the pillars, now you can see. Upon this they have built a beautiful church. By this church there is the workshop of Joseph. Now, after seeing the house of Mary in Nazareth, we travel to the Mount Carmel. Now we are seeing the harbor of Haifa city from the Mount of Carmel. Dear brothers, now you are seeing a tomb. It is the tomb of Napoleon's soldiers who were buried after the death in the year 1789 in this Mount Carmel. After seeing this Carmel, we traveled to Jerusalem through the oldest city called Caesarea. Now you are seeing a ruined, elevated canal, which is built by the King Herod the Great. He brought drinking water from Mount Carmel for 18 kilometers through this elevated canal. He built a beautiful palace inside the Mediterranean Sea. Now you are seeing the ruined palace of Herod. After seeing this Caesarea, we are traveling to Jerusalem. Now we are in Bethlehem. It is one of the view of the Bethlehem. This is another view of Bethlehem. There is one beautiful road crossing through the Bethlehem. Dear brothers, now you are seeing in whole, Christ was put in this cistern after he was arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane. It is in the palace of Pilate, the Roman governor, for a full night. Now you are seeing the tomb of Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ. Dear brothers, now we are coming into the Garden of Gethsemane. There are a lot of olive trees. Here only Christ was betrayed by Judas. Christ, he prayed from here only. Now you are seeing the valley of Kidron. Normally Jesus Christ crossed this Kidron valley and came to Mount Olive. Dear brothers, now we are entering into David's tomb. David was buried in the Mount of Zion after his death. Dear brothers, now we are in the upper room where Christ had his last supper with his disciples before he was crucified. It is the place where Christ taught his disciples the Lord's Prayer. It is written in 63 languages, also